Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and today we're going to make a beautiful multi-strand stretch bracelet using Jesse James Beads mini mixes in the Market Fresh line. So my room is packed up. I do not have my encouraging word for today. I'm so sorry. So I guess my encouraging word for today is just be thankful. Lots going on in the world right now, but we have a lot to be thankful for. So be thankful. So mini mixes. So we've got Swiss chard, Bing Cherry, Lemon Yellow Sun, and Blueberry Pie. And these are part of the Market Fresh line. Now, these are not the containers they come in. They come really nice like this. This is another one. But I've opened these to get the beads out that I'm going to use, and this is how I store them back so I know what was what. So there's an idea for you if you're looking for a way to store your leftover stuff. So what we're using today is the Swiss chard. This is the green and turquoise and teal, and I'm sorry for the Band-Aid on my finger. We've been packing, and I reached in a tote today to just grab some stuff out, and there was a picture frame in there that was broken, and I sliced the whole front of my finger. So yeah, it's pretty nasty. And we're using the Lemon Yellow Sun. We're using the Blueberry Pie. And we're using the Bing Cherry, okay? So you're going to need those mixes. Now, I've taken these tassels out and just picked out the beads that I wanted out of each one, and you can do the same. I actually had 2 of each mix, and I don't know that we'll use all the beads in these little things, but I wanted to have enough to go all the way around. So let me grab my ruler because I'm gonna have to measure my wrist. Okay, so we've got all these. Then we have a quick link. These are made by Beadalon. They are sold on Jesse James' website. This is a quick link. We have some stretch cord. This is 1 millimeter, and it is, I take it and I run it through my fingers like this and stretch it before I use it. So have you ever had a stretchy bracelet that just gets all stretched out and then it's it's all stretched out and won't like stay tight on your wrists? It's because one reason, I mean, this stuff dry rots over years, but it'll last a long time. But it does get stretched out if you don't stretch it out ahead of time. So if you stretch this like this, run it between your fingers and kind of stretch it, then it's a whole lot less likely to lose its shape, once you're done making it. Okay, so some stretch cord. I have 8 1 millimeter crimp beads. And these, I don't know, it's kind of funny, like, I get a lot of controversy for the way that I close off my stretch bracelets, but my boss taught me this. They've been in business 25 years and made a lot of stretch bracelets and never had a problem, and I've been doing it ever since I started working there and made a lot of stretch bracelets and never had a problem. So you don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. This is just the way I do it, but like I said, it's always worked for me. So, you can try it if you want. I'm using a piece of tiger tail as basically a big eye needle. It's just a piece of tiger tail folded in half. All my big eye needles are somewhere. I have no idea where, so okay, couldn't find them if I wanted to. I've got some bead bugs here to put on the ends of my strands before I close them up, and I've got some jump rings and your jewelry tools and a ruler, and I think that's all that you're going to need for this project. Okay. Oh, and I do have some GS Hypo Cement here that I'll probably put on the knots or on the little crimped parts when I'm done. Okay, so the first thing you need to do after you stretch your cord is figure out how long you want these to be. Now my wrist is 6.5 inches, but this is a stretch bracelet, so it's got to go over the biggest part of your hand. So keep that in mind. So you want to measure around your fist on the biggest, the fattest part of your hand, which for me is right about there, which ends up being about 10 inches, okay? I'm going to give it just a little extra. I'm going to go about 11 inches because we can always, actually I'm going to go 12. I'm going to cut these in 12-inch lengths because we can always shorten it if we need to, but you can't really lengthen it, right? So let's do that. I'm going to cut 4 lengths of it. I hope I have 4. I'm enough here for 4. I think I do. I have so many things packed, and so I was looking, I was like, I know I have some stretch cord that I kept out. Couldn't find it. I finally found it. I was so relieved because I really wanted to do this project, and it requires this. If I didn't have stretch cord, it definitely would not have been the same project. So but I did find it, so thankfully. Okay, and I've got 4 12-inch lengths here of this stretch cord. All right, there it is. Okay, lay that aside. So the first thing we're going to do is just pick a color. I'm going to go with the red here first, or maroon, and I'm going to keep out all the tassels for a second. Okay, so I'm just going to lay all the tassels aside. We're going to use them in the end. I am going to put a bead bug on one end because I'm notorious for my beads all falling off while I'm trying to string. And I'm just going to start stringing. Now, you can use the big eye needle if you have like these little pearls. I'm not sure this will even go through them, but this is the way I do it to see if it will. And usually this works pretty good to make your little needle. Whoops. I'm having trouble with my fine motor with this Band-Aid on. I can't seem to get anything done. And you can just pull it through. You may have to take your, yeah, there we go. They'll go through with the pearl. You may have to take your pliers and, you know, pull on it a little bit. But this, I mean, this is a pain because it keeps coming out. But it does work to get through those beads that you have trouble getting through. So let's do one of these little, let's see. There's my pearl. I want to incorporate some of the silver in here. Not a whole lot, but some. So let's see, let's do a silver bead, one of these little spacers. And it might be kind of hard to get him through that. If it is, just take your pliers and pull, and usually it'll go. Yeah, see? It's just kind of hard sometimes. Okay, do that little guy. Let's see here. How about a bead cap? This bead. And another bead cap. So we are literally all packed up. We pretty much finished today. We have a truck coming on Thursday. This is Saturday, the 11th, I think. My days, and they're all mixed up right now. We have a truck coming on Thursday, and we pull out of here on Saturday. So Saturday will be our very last day in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I have to say, I have really enjoyed living in Fayetteville. For anybody that is moving to Fayetteville or whatever, I really like it. I love that it's a military town. I find it very fascinating to see the big helicopters fly over. Yesterday we were outside and a huge jet flew over. I just think it's fascinating. But Chris said he won't miss the explosions. There are a lot of, we live so near Fort Bragg that you can hear, like, they set bombs off and stuff, and it is, when we first moved here, I was kind of scared because I didn't realize what it was, and I told Chris, I said, we live so close to this military base, what if we're being attacked? And we didn't know, but it was kind of scary. I don't like that there, because that kind of goes into the leaf of that flower, so let's see, what can I do next to that flower? I'm going to do another big one. I'm going to do a bead cap next to it. There we go. And then another big bead. And this is totally up to your own creative control, obviously. You can do it however you want. String them on however you want. Where's the other bead cap that matches that one? There's one. And I'm just putting little touches of the silver in. Not a big, huge amount or anything. But just little bits of it. Let's see, let's do a rondelle. And then this little pearl. And I keep sniffling, I'm sorry, it's cold today. It's supposed to be 29 degrees tonight. Or 23, actually, it said, I think 23. Very cold for here. Very cold for March, I think. Okay. Let's see. Let's do another big one. Let's do this bead cap. And this, I don't know if this big guy will fit in that bead cap. Let's try and see. Can we smush him in there? Yeah. Smush your bead cap down a little. It'll go. And let's do this. But yeah, I have really enjoyed Fayetteville. It's been a nice city to live in. I hear people say a lot of negative things about it. I don't know why, but I came from Huntington, West Virginia, which is like the opioid capital of the world. So Fayetteville's been really nice compared to that. Okay, we still got a ways to go, and I'm kind of running out of beads. I may have to open my bean cherry mix back up here. Let's do a, whoops, well, I dropped that one. Okay, let's do a silver one. All right, let's do a flower. Okay, so my camera quit recording. I swear the bane of every YouTuber's existence has got to be the word storage full. It's terrible. So, all right, well, we finished our red strand, and I think that, I'm not sure where it quit recording. I'll have to go back and watch it, but it measured right at 7.5 inches for me, okay? And we're just going to set it aside. We're going to save out the silvers because we're going to use them in all of our mixes. So we're going to go now with our blue strand. And again, I'm going to take out the tassels. We're going to use them at the end. Up here, just lay all the tassels up there. All right, and here we have the blues. Ooh, these are pretty. Okay, so I'm going to put on another bead bug. Just right here on the end. And I'm just going to start stringing on my blues. There's my thingy if I need it. So let's go ahead. Let's do a little one first. I may not even need the thing for this one, the needle. Okay, just gonna string on our blues. This is so pretty. Blueberry Pie is the name of it. I don't like blueberries. Everyone else does. There are weird things that I hate that like the whole rest of the world loves. Like I hate celery. Everybody loves celery but me. I'm the only one in the world that doesn't like celery, apparently. And green peppers. I'm the only one in the world that doesn't like green peppers. Everyone loves green peppers. But yeah, blueberries are one of them. I just don't like them. They taste like celery and green peppers to me. I know, it's weird. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this one. It's just stringing them on. Just, you know, your own creative control. However you want to do it. These are such fun little mixes. And they're so, so pretty. And I love these 4 colors together. Jewel tones, kind of. I know they're market fresh, like vegetable themed or whatever. Fruit and vegetable themed. But I love these jewel tones. I do not like that, though. No, no, no. Let's not do that. We'll fix... Whoops. We'll do that differently. Those need to be against the bigger beads. Those little caps do. Or spacers. Okay. Let's do this little guy. Now we'll do, let's do this one. And, whoops. Well, now, come on, don't be difficult. Don't make me pull out my needle, okay? Just don't make me do it. Okay. There we go. And this one, let's see if they look, they might look better on this bead. That other bead was just too small for that cap. Let's try this one. Yeah, that's okay, I think. Let me try this one with it and see. These are kind of flat, like they're not really rounded, so you almost need a little bit flatter bead for them. Like a flatter rondelle, which we do have in some of these other mixes, and that's okay, though. We'll keep it. All right, let's see. Let's do this guy. Here's a transparent one that's really pretty. Oops. Let's do another flower. Let's see, we'll go dark. Then we'll do another big bead, and I'm going to use these flowery bead caps this time. I think these are so pretty. Okay, just like this. Let's do another transparent one. And now that I kind of have my other one to gauge it by, I can decide, you know, kind of know where I want to, I'm going to grab one of those silver beads. I know where I want to stop. right at about 7.5 inches is where I need to go, I think, with the stringing on these stretch bracelets. It'll be different for everybody else because, you know, everybody's different. Everybody's wrist is different. So just measure over the fattest part of your hand and make sure that it'll stretch over that and you should be good to go. Ooh, this is pretty. I love these colors. I love these blues. So pretty. Let's do a rondelle, a rhinestone rondelle. Transparent guy here. Let's see. Do I want to do another flower? Yeah, I think so. Keep in mind too, when you come around to tie this or to close it off, this end is going to come around to this end. So if you have a flower here, you don't want to have the same, I mean, you can, but I don't want to, you know, you want to be careful and not do the same two beads there if you don't want them to be side by side, which I don't. So let's do this guy here. So I have one of these little guys on the other end, so I don't want to put him on this end right away. So we'll do, let's see, let me do a little, I don't want to pull my, I bet I can get this through there without the needle, maybe. Let's see. It'll probably go. Yeah, it does. It's actually easier. Okay, and then I'm going to do one of those opaque ones. All right, now let's put this up next to the other one. I need one more bead, don't I? And the thing that would fit perfect is that guy, but I don't want to use that guy. So I will use that guy next, and then I'll do this guy, and that should be pretty good. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so let's set our blues aside. I'm going to pull the blues out, leave the silvers, because I'm going to use the silvers for all of my mixes. Let's pull the blues out. Okay, and yellow. Now, I can already tell I'm probably going to need to pull more yellow beads out, so I'm just going to go ahead and open this up. I clearly didn't get enough out. So I'm probably going to mix in some of these cracked glass ones. I really like them. I think they're beautiful. And I'm going to pull out my tassels first. I was trying to stay with kind of the darker yellow tones. That's why I hadn't pulled out the cracked glass ones already, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to need more beads than I have out here. So, all right, grab another piece of our stretch cord, another bead bug, and let's go ahead and add him on here and start stringing. So that guy's cracked. Let's not use him. All right, here we go. These are really cool. Look at these flowers, these silver flowers. I like those. They were in this mix. Go on down there. There we go. Okay, and like I said, I was using some of these deeper, almost orangey toned ones. I really like those. And the opaques here. So pretty. Whoops. The stretch magic, or stretch cord kind of sticks to my fingers for some reason. All right, let's see. Let's use a bead cap and a cracked glass bead. Another bead cap. These bead caps are almost too big for that, but I think they're okay. We're going to use one of these diagonal kind of beads here. These are cracked agate, I believe. Crackled agate. Okay, let's go with a silver one. Oh my. The Band-Aid. It sounds silly, but it gets in my way. I have trouble with my fine motor skills anyway. And then when you add a Band-Aid in there, it's like I can't feel anything. I sliced it good though today. And Chris is so funny because Chris actually used to be a nurse. He was an RN, believe it or not. He could not stand the sight of blood. I don't know how he got through nursing school, but apparently once he did get through nursing school and was like really working in nursing, he just realized one day that he couldn't do it. And so he went back to school for computers, which suit him much better. But yeah, when I cut my finger, he was standing there and it immediately started bleeding, and he was like, oh, you know, so he's like backing away. I'm thinking, if I'm ever dying, I'll just bleed to death, you know. I mean, he would not be able to help me. It's really, I would have to save myself. Bless his heart. He just can't stand blood. I don't like it, but, you know. All right, there we go. This is pretty. I love these mixes. Oh, they're so vibrant. The colors are just so vibrant and pretty. There's a gold bead cap in there. This mix had gold in it, but I just decided to go with the silver. So pull that little gold bead cap out. We'll use this guy. Yeah, this is pretty. Let's do a cracked glass bead. Let's do this one next. More of our crackle agate. So beautiful. Let's go with one of these darker ones. Need something silver, don't we? Let's go with this one. This one. What did I end with? One of these, so I don't want to use that on the other end. Let's see where we're at with our length. It's looking pretty close. No? A couple more maybe. Yeah, about 2 more beads and we'll be good. So let's use one of these little transparent ones. And how about an opaque? Alright. Is that pretty close? I could probably use one more small bead. We'll use this guy. There we go. There's our yellow strand. Alright, so let's pull out our silvers again to have them for the next one, and we're with our teal. This is the Swiss chard. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, here we go. Pull out our tassels. We're not going to use all these tassels, but we're going to use some of them, so I just pulled them all out. Okay, bead bug on our Swiss chard strand. All right, and here we go. Start stringing. So I'm going with these really pretty deep teal one. I love these flower bead caps. I do have a couple more of these. Let me pull them out. I want to use them for sure. They're so cute. And look at these tube beads. I love those. Okay, so let's do the flower bead cap and one of these, which I believe is a gemstone bead of some sort. Not sure which kind. Somebody help me if you know. Alright, let's do this big. Isn't this beautiful, this crystal? My goodness. So pretty. Let's see. I need to do something silver. Let's do this. I like these. These are so nice. Okay. Cube bead. Oops. And then these big bicones. I love these too. This is one of my favorite colors in the whole world, so I'm gonna love every bead that's in that color pretty much, but it's so beautiful. Let's put bead caps on this one. Okay. Let's do another one of these guys. Another one of these. How about, do I have any more? Oh, I don't. Little rhinestone rondelles. I was kind of hoping I had a couple more. I don't. Probably do in the mixes, maybe. I'm not going to look for them right now, though, because we're good. We've got enough beads here. All right, let's do this other bicone. Actually, I'm going to do this other big crystal bead right here. Okay, there we go. Then we'll do the bicone. Let me see where that's falling. You know what? Maybe I don't want to do that big crystal bead there, and you'll see why here in just a minute. because I'm going to be putting the ring around these with the tassels, and I don't want that big crystal bead to be right there in the center. That would kind of get in the way probably, so let's we'll go ahead and leave it over toward one of the ends. Okay, here's a cube again. And as you can see, we're just kind of mixing in some of the silvers randomly with each strand. It just kind of ties everything together. This guy right here. Let's do another tube bead. And then the big crystal one. Now let's see my length here. Still got a few more. So we ended with one of these guys, so we don't want to get back around to that. So let's do that one. Let's do this one. Let's see. Let's do this one. And then we'll see where we're at with our length. Maybe one more bead. It's probably going to do it. So how about the bicone? It's a big one. Yeah, that's pretty good. I may need one more on my yellow strand, not sure. But anyway, that's pretty good for that one. Okay, so let's set these aside. And we can get all our silvers out of the way for now. Okay, so you're going to pull all your strands over. And we are going to take this ring and we're going to put them all through it right now. Okay, just like that. All right, now we need to close each one of these off. Now, the way I do this, and you guys can judge if you want, but this is the way I do it. My boss taught me how to do this. It works fantastic. Let me see here though. You kind of need a bead with a bigger hole, and this one does not have a very big hole. It doesn't have to be a huge hole, but I actually think this would probably work better for what I'm going to do. So let me take this guy off and put this guy on. I think it'll work better. Okay. Now you're going to take your crimp bead, put it on your magic cord, your stretch cord. Then you're going to take your big eye needle and put it on your other piece of cord. You are going to put it through your crimp bead, going the opposite direction. And it's a little fiddly. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear the wind blowing outside. It is very loud right now. It's been a super windy day here. We had thunderstorms this morning. Okay, so get your needle through, just like that. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to pull this one through the crimp, going the opposite direction from this one, okay? So you may have to use your pliers. Just pull it through, just like this. Okay? And what you'll have is one going each direction with your crimp right in the middle, okay? Now, you're going to pull it tight. You want it to be fairly tight. And then you're going to take your pliers and you're just going to mash the crimp down, just like that, okay? Now, if you have a bead with a big old hole, it's going to go up in there, but this bead, unfortunately, the holes aren't big enough. So I'm just going to take the Stretch Magic and go through this bead this way, and I'm going to go through this bead this way. Come on now. This way. And I'm going to pull them. Just pull them through. Okay? So there's what you got. You got your little bead, and he's going to show a little bit, but it's okay. And then I'm just going to trim these off. Now, like I said, everybody kind of freaks out. They're like, won't your bead cut your stretch cord? I've never had it do that. I've done this 100 times. I've never had it cut my stretch cord. It is secure. It's going to hold in there, and that little piece might come out of your bead, but we're going to put some glue on it here in a minute, okay? Just to be extra sure. So now we're going to take our second strand, our green strand. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put our little crimp on. And I don't know if it'll go up in any of those, but it's okay if it doesn't. It really is so tiny that it doesn't really show that much anyway. But if you can get it to go up in there, it's, you know, then it doesn't show, but it's really not a big deal. Okay, so we're going to take our little makeshift needle, go through here, just like this. Pull it on through. Come on now. And again, if you guys want to tie them, tie them. I mean, whatever makes you feel comfortable. I'm good doing it this way just because, like I said, I've never had a problem with it. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. You know, it's totally up to you. You can just tie knots if you want and then put some glue on. Okay, so I'm stretching that tight. Crimp it down. And I don't crimp it like super, I don't like crimp it so hard it's going to cut the cord. I mean, I'm sure you could do that if you wanted to, but if you crimped it hard enough, it would probably cut the cord, but I don't do it that hard. And I've had so many of these that come loose when I tie knots, and I've never had it come loose when I do this, so, you know, I'm going to stick with what's working the best for me. Okay, we're going to go through this bead with this one if we can get through it. It may not go through there. It doesn't want to. It wants to be difficult. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it right there. It's all right. We are going to put some glue on. So there's our second one. Okay, now we're going to do our, which one's next? Blueberry pie. Take this off. Put your crimp bead on. Crisscross through. I don't know, I might be able to do it without the needle. Nah, it's gonna need the needle. My little makeshift needle here. Okay, so go right through. So you're crisscrossing. Through here. Sometimes it is fiddly to get it through there, but usually it goes without a problem. There we go. Maybe not. Come on, don't fail me now, little needle, little makeshift needle. Do your job. There we go. Okay. And we're going to pull this one right through. Just like this. Pull it tight. Okay, just like that. Pull these both ways, pull them kind of tight, and just crimp that down. There we go. Now, let's see if I can get through here. I don't know if it'll go back through there or not. No, it's kind of tight in there, so I'm just going to trim it off. This one will go back through here, I think. Just like that. Okay. And then for our last one, this is our Bing Cherry one. Okay, same thing. Take our little crimp. And you can double the crimps. That's originally what I was going to do. If you want to, you can double them. I've never really found the need to do that when I said 8 crimps, because if you want to put 2 on each one, you can, if it'll make you feel more secure. But I've never, like I said, I've never had a problem doing it this way. And we are going to dab a little glue on it just for extra precaution. All right, so go right in here with our little makeshift needle. Scooch up on there, please. Flip it around this way. I work better this way for some this direction for some reason. Don't know why. Alrighty, there we go. And just pull it right through. Same as we've been doing. Okay, pull him tight. I kind of hold it like that with my fingers just so it doesn't slack up. And crimp it down. Alright, now I know this is not going to go back through that pearl. Well, maybe it will. I don't know. It's hold as I don't think it's going to, but no. Okay. So crimp it right off, or trim it right off. And this one probably will go back through that. You don't really have to, but I don't know. I think it looks a little neater if I do. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Just make sure it's crimp down and trim. Okay, so here's what we've got right now. We've got all these lovely, beautiful strands in the midst of the ring. The ring goes through, you know, all of them, just like this. Okay, so first of all, before we put our glue on, because I don't want to get, well, maybe I should do the glue first, because I don't want to get it in the tassel. So I've got some GS Hypo Cement here. It has a little tiny fine thingy here, so I'm just going to find a little crimp, and I'm just going to put some glue on it. I think I am. Is it going to come out? Oh, come on now. Don't be plugged up on me. There we go. Ah, watch, I get it on myself. It's not super glue, I don't think. I mean, super glue I'm terrible with. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little glue on there. Put a little glue on here. Just like that. I'm just dabbing a little bit on each little connection just to give it some extra security. A little glue on there. And a little on here. Okay. On there. Okay. Now, getting the needle back in this right little path here is like being Houdini. I never hardly can get it back in there. But I really need to because I don't want to waste this whole tube of glue. But man, it's hard. It does not want to go right back in that. There we go. Got it. Okay. So here's what we got. We got our bracelets. Now, we've got this little ring here, and we're going to take our tassels, and I'm just going to put, I've got some jump rings. I'm just going to put a bunch of them on here. I want this to be like a big old tassel bunch. So, got my pliers. Are those my round nose? No, they're not. Okay. And I'm just going to start opening these and just attach a tassel. So let's do this one first. I'm just going to attach it right here. And I'm going to do a bunch of these. I'm going to vary them. So I've got the green one. Let's do this big blue one. Okay. Let's do a red flowery one. I love these. So pretty. Okay, let's do a yellow one. This one's good. And these yellow ones have gold on them as the finding or as the metal color, but I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't think it'll take away. I don't know if I can get that one on this jump ring. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'll go right here. Okay, so there's a few. I want to attach more. I'm going to do green again. Let's do this green one. I have these oval jump rings, but they don't seem to want to go on there very easy. Once I get it closed, it'll hang just fine. It's just getting it closed. These little tiny ones don't want to go on there very easy. Let me get it closed up. Did I get it? I think I got it. Okay, hopefully he'll stay on there. If he falls off, I'll put him on with a different jump ring. This is all I have out right now. Okay, let's go ahead and do, let's see. I don't want to do the same colors in the same order again, so what do? We did green then blue, so let's do green then this maroon one. Oh, but those are both the same. I don't really want to do that either. Let's do, well, I did green then blue. It doesn't matter. Oh, here, let's do this blue one. It's different. Yeah, these oval jump rings are not the best for this. Hold on, let me grab some round. Where are my silver round jump rings? See, the problem is I can't find anything right now. Oh, here they are. Okay. Yes, my life is topsy-turvy at the moment. Okay, let me grab some round ones. Those oval ones are just not working. Here we go. This will be better. Yeah, round, oh yeah, that's way better. Okay, let's put him on there. Okay, and I am putting them all just side by side up here. They'll flop around quite a bit when we're done, but so let's see, what next? Let's do, get another jump ring, a regular one. Let's do, oh, that's not a regular one, is it? Let's do yellow next again. Let's do this gold, this kind of sparkly gold one. I really like it. I may do two of these on one thing. I may do this one and this one. Let's do 2 on 1. And I just want to do a bunch of these little tassels. I think they're so cute. I love that they're all different and just kind of adorable. Okay, I'm going to do a big blue one here on this end because that's looking kind of lopsided with that big blue one on the other end. So let's do him down here. Or maybe we just need one of him and we need to do some little ones over there, if that would look better. Let's do that. So let me grab a round jump ring again, because some of these little ones are hard to get on with the other. Let's do this flower. This green flower is really pretty. And see how some of them have the gold? I think that's okay. I don't think that's going to take anything away from the... I don't think anybody's really going to notice it. Like, it's not going to be super obvious or anything that there's gold on there. Let's do this guy. And let's hook this guy on there too. On the same one. Whoops. Well, he didn't want to hook on there, did he? Hook on there. I am the boss of you. Okay. I'm not the boss of too many people, but I am the boss of these beads. Alright, so let's see how that looks. Really cute. Look at it. It's just very fluffy and... Okay, I'm going to add a few more. Just because I love tassels. I love tassels. Always have. I just think they're so fun. Okay. Let's use this jump ring. And let's do, what else can we do down here? So we've got, let's do this one. And maybe this one. Let's do 2 on there. If it'll close. It may not want to close for me. There we go. All right, so we've got our stretch cord in the way. So here it is. They are very fluffy and frilly and fun. So here's our, let me lay all of our bracelets out and put this on. So when you put it on, it's going to just lay like this. You're going to have these really cute 4 bracelets and then this ring with all your fluffy little dangles on there. I may even add the rest of the tassels on. I think it could use some more actually, just to kind of fill it in at the top. So let's see. We've got the big blue one in the middle. I think I need to add a few more over on this side and then we'll be done. So let's do that. These are so much fun. Let's add this green one over here. Let's add the red one first. Let's see. Let's do this maroon one. Let's do this maroon one first. Right here. Okay, then let's do this green one right here. And then let's do this yellow one. And that'd probably be enough. We'll see. How about this yellow one over here? Is that enough? Are there ever enough tassels? Look how cute it is. It's just a big bundle of them. I do love it. Okay. Yeah, look at that. That is kind of fun. And it makes noises. I'm actually probably just going to add the rest of them on though. Let's see. We could do another big blue one. Why not? Let's do it. Why not? They're so cute. Let's add this other big blue one on right here. I think the mailman's out there. He delivered a package to us the other day that was like to the total wrong address. I mean, like totally wrong address. It's like a road way over, and it was our regular mailman. I don't know what he was doing, but Chris was trying to stuff it in the mailbox earlier to give back. All right, let's put this one here. Let's see. I think I'm just going to add them all on. I really like them, and I think they look so cute in the middle right there. Let's put this guy on. Okay, how about this one?
Mail has arrived.
Thank you, Alexa. Told me mail has arrived. It used to play the Blues Clues song. Chris had it set up to where it would play that Blues Clues mail song. But when I was filming and the mailman came, then everybody had to listen to the whole Blues Clues song, which, you know, is really fun, but was not really good for filming. So he changed it to just her saying, mail has arrived, which is not nearly as exciting and fun, but does make for less time, you know. Because the whole Blues Clues song is kind of time-consuming when you're doing a video. Okay. That's probably enough, as much as I hate to admit it. Oh, heck yeah. Look at that. Okay, so this is fun. We got a lot of tassels. I mean, this is something you would wear, like, you know, if you really want to get some attention. I like it. I think it's super cute. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm not going to put this on a form because I don't have a form out to put it on. Everything's packed, like everything. I'm so sorry. But here it is on me, and it's really pretty. And if you don't like this, the tassels and the ring, just leave them off. You don't have to use them, but I think they're fun. I think they're super fun. I may even add the rest of them on there. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I will have links for all these in the description box below, all these little beautiful mini mixes and the quick link. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm going to get off here and continue packing. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.